welcome to our channel One Story a Day. Today we're going to read Ramayan, an inspiring epic of India based on Sri Valmiki Ramayana. Starting from today for 1 week, we are going to read one chapter of Ramayan each day. In today's episode, I'm going to read Kanda about Rama's ancestors, his birth, and early life. Ramayana, an inspiring epic of India. Children's book based on Sri Valmiki Ramayana. Story by Palika, Devi, Dasi. Editor Tulasi, Chadan, Das. Illustrations by Vijaya, Govinda, Das. Sanatan Dharma is based on the Vedas. The Vedas teach us about the Lord. The Lord took many incarnations on this earth. One of these incarnations is that of Lord Rama. The Vedas then incarnated a Sri Ramayana as verses composed by sage Valmiki. Sri Ramayana enjoys a very high status among literary and spiritual works. It is referred to as the Adi Kavya foremost historical account. It contains 24,000 slokas and is divided into 6 cantos, Kanda. An additional 7th canto records later events. Today's episode, we're going to read Kanda about Sri Rama's ancestors, his birth, and early life. Kanda. The earth was once ruled by kings of the Surya Vamsha lineage that began with the sun god himself. The foremost of these kings was Ikshvaku. Many more kings followed in the lineage, and each one did great service to the Lord. The Devas and their subjects, these kings were responsible for shaping the land masses, dividing them into continents and countries, bringing seas and the descent of rivers from the heaven. Some of the important kings were Brahma, Vivasavan, means sun god, Manu, Ikshvaku, Mandahata, Harish Chandra, Sagara, Amshuman, Dilipa, Bhagirath, Raghu, Aja. Their kingdom stretched far and wide. Their capital was Ayodhya on the banks of river Saryu. After Aja, his son Dasaratha ruled the kingdom. Under his able guidance, the kingdom prospered greatly and his subjects were very happy and loyal. Emperor Dasaratha had 3 wives, namely Kausalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. Dasaratha was troubled because he did not have any children of his own to carry on the royal tradition. He consulted with sage Vashishta and was asked to perform a Putra Kamishta Yaga. Dasaratha invited sage Rishyashringa and performed the sacrifice. At the end of it, Yajna Purusha rose from within and presented them with a pot of nectar. Dasaratha was asked to distribute the nectar among his wives. As instructed by Dasaratha, the queens shared the nectar amongst themselves. 12 months later, they gave birth to 4 children on the 9th day, in the month of Chitra. Dasaratha was very happy. He invited many learned people from across his kingdom to bless their children. He gave them many gifts and did a lot of charity to the deserving. Sage Vashishta was invited to name the children. Sage Vashishta, who could see the past, present, and future, named the children accordingly. The son of Kaushalya was named Rama. The one who would please everyone, Sumitra, had 2 children. The elder one was named Lakshman, who would be endowed with riches. The son of Kaikeyi was named Bharata. The one who would bear the kingdom, the younger son of Sumitra, was named Shatragna. The one would know no enemies. The 4 boys grew up under the watchful eyes of sage Vashishta. The learned sage taught them the Vedas, the Vedanta, and told them stories about their rich and ancient heritage. The boys learned about the greatness of their ancestors and wanted to grow up and rule the kingdom just as wisely. In addition to their education, they were taught the science of warfare and were trained in all the martial arts such as archery, sword fighting, riding chariots, and much more. Rama had a pet elephant named Satrunja, whom he was very fond of. Lakshman was trained by Vashishta in architecture. Bharata grew very fond of Rama and always respected him. Shatrugna would always follow Bharata and did as told by Bharata. All 4 boys would serve their master and completed their education by the time they were teenagers. One day the learned sage Vishwamitra visited the court of Dasaratha. The king welcomed him and inquired how he could serve the wise sage. Vishwamitra informed him that along with many sages, he tried to perform an important sacrifice. When the ritual was nearing completion, 2 demons named Maricha and Subahu disrupted it by hurling meat, flesh, and blood on the altar. Vishwamitra requested Dasaratha to send Sri Rama along with him to vanquish the demons. Sensing the disturbance in Dasaratha's mind, Vishwamitra proclaimed that Sri Rama was truly valiant. Dasaratha consented after sage Vasistha advised him to send Sri Rama. Lakshman accompanied Sri Rama along with the sage. The 2 young princes, armed with bows and arrows, left with the sage. They traveled through forts and served the sage obediently. Vishwamitra taught them many prayers, particularly the Bala Atibala mantras, which made them free from hunger and thirst. Vishwamitra also took them to many places of historic and spiritual importance. He also told them stories about the history of sacred places, heroes, and sages. On their way to Vishwamitra's hermitage, they walked through a dense and scary forest. A demoness named Tataka attacked them. On the orders of Vishwamitra, Sri Rama killed her with 1 arrow. They reached the hermitage safely. At dawn, Vishwamitra and the other sages began their worship. As Sri Rama and Lakshmana prepared themselves, Maricha, Subahu, and the other demons appeared. A fierce battle ensued, and the 2 princes vanquished the demons. Subahu was killed and Maricha was hurled away into the ocean. The sages completed their prayers and blessed the young princess. Vishwamitra then took the princess to Mithila, and they passed through the hermitage of sage Gautama. A stone in Sri Rama's path suddenly turned into a woman. When inquired, she said that her name was Ahalya and she was the wife of sage Gautama, who once cursed her to become a stone. The curse was lifted by the touch of Sri Rama's feet. Janaka, the king of Mithila, greeted the learned sage and the princess. He informed them of his desire to get his daughter Sita married. He asked them to join all the kings assembled who desired Sita's hand. A condition was set forth, where they had to string a bow presented by Lord Shiva. Anyone who accomplished this would win Sita's hand. Many tried, but failed miserably. Vishwamitra asked Sri Rama to try. Like an elephant that breaks the sugar cane, Sri Rama picked up the bow, strung it, and snapped it in two. Sita, Janaka, and all those present exclaimed in delight. Janaka approached Sri Rama and asked him to wed his daughter. Sri Rama requested him to send words to Dasaratha and his mother, Queen Kausalya, seeking their permission. A royal procession arrived from Ayodhya, and in the presence of many learned sages, kings, and all the citizens of Mithila, Sri Rama and Sita were married. The bride and the groom looked very nice together. On their way back, Sri Parsurama stopped them. He said that he wanted to fight the person who broke the sacred bow of Shiva. Sri Rama stepped forward, but Dasaratha intervened, paying no heed to the aged emperor. Parshurama challenged Sri Rama to a duel. They both fought valiantly, and every weapon that Parshurama hurled at Sri Rama was countered easily by him. Parshurama gave in and proclaimed that Sri Rama was indeed a divine incarnation. The retinue proceeded to Ayodhya and were given a warm welcome by the citizens. And that's the end of Kanda. I hope you liked this episode of Kanda. Join us next time. We're going to read the second chapter of Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda. Please like and subscribe and put a comment below. Thanks for watching. Bye.